The coalition was formed in 2016 in the absence of this backway Vice President Mandela wanted to be. And the Gambians were successful to have a new government under a coalition umbrella led by an independent independent candidate who was elected under the coalition. Brothers and sisters, we know the history, what happened after Mandela came out of prison. The dreams of the Gambian people was choked by Mandela and we are seeing what is going on. The former VP Fatmata Tambaja is gone. OJ is gone. My party is gone. Enrico Mes basically gone. And I have problem with the coalition from the beginning. Yes, there was a lot of flaws in any society or any country where a coalition is formed. There are what some people may call, I said that before in my previous videos, some countries it depends the conditions. They craft agreement based on what power sharing. Some coalition will say power sharing, if we win the election, blah blah blah. This individual can be vice president, this individual can be this individual can be this, whatever portfolio, based on the agreement. In the Gambia coalition, it was different because the objective was what? Badingol. Coalition 2016. Coalition 2016 was to change, to make history in Gambia for the first time, where Gambians will have an opportunity to change their government through the ballot box. Through the ballot box. That was the objective. And yes, indeed, the Gambians were successful. Thank you all. Many Gambians, all Gambians, I would say, whether in Gambia or outside the Gambia, they all sacrifice. As I said before again, all Gambians sacrifice in their own different way. Whether it's being you calling your family members, encouraging them to vote, whether you're calling your family member to register to vote, whether you are sending money to your family member to go to their district where they're supposed to vote. Thank you all for whatever you have done. Gambians on WhatsApp and Facebook, the leaders on the ground, everybody was a winner, and Gambians deserve it. Thank you all. During the impasse again, I would like to thank our security agencies for job well done keeping the Gambian safe. Now we are going to talk about a lot of stuff today. The accidental president, and I am going to play the interview with the spokesperson on BBC Focus on Africa, the spokesperson telling the world that there is no connection between Barrow Youth Movement and the president. So Barrow Youth Movement are going to fund the project of the 60 mosques. That is what we have been told. So Barrow Youth Movement, is it again an NGO or a government political wing or Barrow political wing? Many people are saying today Barrow maybe have or form his own political party. Whether Barrow form his own political party or not, I don't care. What I do know is, for sure, Barrow in the next election, whether he with tactical alliance with his father, UDP, NRP, whatever it is, Gambian Dingol, wake up. Ourselves. Nothing but a dictator in making. Barrow Youth Movement. Barrow Youth Movement. Have you seen the people in Barrow Youth Movement? I have said this before. Barrow Youth Movement. What are you going to do? You are going to build masjid. Brothers and sisters, according to the spokesperson, most of the mosques in the neighborhood or community are lapidated. If Barrow Youth Movement, as they say, Barrow Youth Movement for national development. Hear me. They say national development. What is really national development? What does it really mean? Because every country that has developed, I am not going to go give you example from the West. The West have been 200, 300 years ahead of Africa. So let's put the West aside. Let's go back to Dubai. Let's go back to Singapore. What was their plan for national development? You have to have an educated society. Educated society. Skilled workforce. That is first the thing you have to do. Invest in education. If Barrow Youth Movement for national development is about development, what happened to education? Why education is not that important to them? Fellow brothers and sisters, listen carefully and watch carefully what accidental President Barrow is doing. Who is advising him? We are not saying it is not important to build mosques. Yes, we are aware some communities have mosques that are lapidated. We understand that. We have some communities that have churches that are lapidated. We have some communities that don't have mosques, they don't have church. We understand that. But there is one thing that I want to remind my Gambian brothers and sisters. The reason why we should not have government to be in religion. Separation, I said that before, separation of the state and church or religion. Separation of the state and religion. In other words, we say country. Separation of the country, Gambia, and religion. Gambia, again, is a secular country. We understand the conditions of masjid or mosque. We understand that. But what is more important here, I want you to focus. That is why we were talking about system change. Democracy is not only about going to vote. It is what happened between elections. It is about building a strong institution so we don't have the president doing whatever he wants to do with the people's money. He will tell the people that it's a gift. If it is a gift, the people deserve to know who gave, where it's coming from, how much. We, the people, should know. That is why it's very important, Gambia, don't take your eyes off the ball. System change. What system change means? We have a broken system in Gambia. You know it. If you live in Gambia, you've been in the court, you know. Whatever government department that you've been, you know what I am talking about. The system is broken. There is no accountability, no transparency. And this government is no exception. President Barrow is no exception. So therefore, for Gambia to move forward, it is required for the people to focus on system change and demand system change in building the institution. A strong institution that will make a Gambia a better place, whereby the president doesn't do as he pleases, making sure that there is checks and balance in our system. Democracy without checks and balance is meaningless. Let me repeat, my brothers and sisters. Any democracy without checks and balance is meaningless. And that is the kind of democracy that we have in Gambia. We call it democracy, where there is no checks and balance. The president does as he pleases. He spends the money as he pleases. He decides where he can invest the money at. When our schools are lapidated, when our universities are lapidated, when our hospitals, my brothers and sisters, I said these on my last video. Our hospitals are in their condition that is unacceptable. Welcome on board, my brother Alidin Maron. Thank you for coming on board, IJE Yai Muhammad. Thank you all. So the government, what is the government? In Gambia, many of us, in Gambia, the National Assembly is basically not important to Gambian people. Again, that brings us to what I am talking about, informed society. Because many people do not know the importance of the National Assembly member. In other words, the parliamentarian. They are the lawmakers. So the president, again, he is doing as he please. He's spending the money as if that is his own personal bank account, without any consultation with the National Assembly, having a debate, or bringing a bill to the National Assembly about its development, its economic development. What is your economic development? Bring the bill to the National Assembly so they can have a debate on it. They can vote on it. They can approve or not approve on your plan. The president is just spending money. So what is the use of having National Assembly when this president doesn't have any regard or respect for the National Assembly, the parliament? Because Gambian people do not have or understand the meaning of democracy. The balance of power is not in the Gambia. The president does as he pleases. Badingol, let's focus and let's educate ourselves. Let's educate ourselves. Adama Barrow is no different than any other political leaders in Africa. The people make these leaders become what they are. They become good leaders if the people want them to become good leaders. They become poor leader or bad leader or a dictator because the people enable them to become. Jai, Gambian people, we have to listen carefully to people that who are making sense. People that who are singing the songs of good governance. People who are talking about accountability. Brothers and sisters, we have to pay attention. Word on the street, the accidental president will more likely form. President Adama Barrow will more likely form his own political party. As I said, form his own political party or whatever he's doing is not that important to me. Because that's a distraction. We have Barrow Youth Movement speculation that Barrow will form his own political party. That is not a news to me. It is not important. And what is more important here is the reason we have to go back. We have to go back 2016. What was the message? Change, change, change. Gambia has decided. Gambia has decided. Gambia has decided. What have you decided on? Have you decided that you don't have no medicine in your hospital? Brothers and sisters. Or have you decided where in a nation we have masjid everywhere? Gambians have been building mosque, what we call masjid, whether small or large. Sukuta masjid is built by a private citizen. Look at the condition in Banjul, the King Fahd masjid. I went there twice. I drove around the King Fahd masjid. The maintenance, while we build the masjid, we build an institution masjid. The people are not doing the maintenance. It is not the business of the president or the government to build masjid. unless if it is in the Constitution. Any religious matter should be the responsibility of the ordinary man, philanthropist, or whoever. Unless otherwise it is drafted in the Constitution that the government should build mosques, there should be churches. One mosque, one church. One mosque, one church. And which could not even be a good idea for government to be in the business of building masjid, mosque, or whatever it is. Whatever it is. Fellow Gambians, let's be realistic. There are people today who are suffering in Gambia. They don't have no job. Economic development, you are talking about masjid. Economic development, you are talking about borehole. You are not talking about employment. You are running away from employment. You are running away from the issue of energy. As we speak, people don't have nawek, Quran, Amul. As we speak, Quran, Amul. And we are told, Barrow Youth Movement have no connection with the president. This government is telling the Gambian people, you are sleeping, you are not informed, you are not educated, you are stupid. Are we that stupid not to know that Barrow Youth Movement has a connection with Barrow? Brothers and sisters, wake up. These people, they are no different than any dictator. They are talking about dictators. They themselves are dictators because everything that they are doing is not democracy. Democracy, you come with your plan, you draft your plan, you and your Minister of Finance, Minister of Development, whatever, you craft a development plan, economic development plan. You take the bill to the National Assembly. The National Assembly, if the speakers allow that bill to come to the floor, you have a debate on it. The National Assembly members have a debate. Now, let's say the president wants to invest $10 billion. $10 billion. The money, where the money is coming from, a loan or whatever it is. The people should know where their money is going to. How many jobs is he going to create? What kind of development is that? Road, bridges, schools, hospitals, whatever it is. Haji Baba Toure. So let's define, because Gambia, we are backward. As I said, the most important is National Assembly. Let's try to inform ourselves, our people. Again, I say empower the National Assembly. My brother, I added you, Haji Baba Toure, you can try again. You're not coming through, but try again and let's see if you can get on board. So, the importance of National Assembly members. Here in this country where I am, the parliamentarians, what we call National Assembly, they're the one that pass bill. In other words, give money for projects. Approve any bill for development. Political parties, you can be different political parties. As we've seen before, the Chinese loaned at $75 million. The argument was brought. The Honorable Halifa Sallah asked the tough question. We want to know the conditions of the loan. What it is. It was brought to the National Assembly and they had a discussion about it. If it's in the best interest of the people, what is the details in that loan? That is the role of the National Assembly. We know what happened. My brothers and sisters, Barrow Youth Movement, people are in a political party. Let me tell you, one thing I've never forgot. Since they framed this word tactical alliance, tactical alliance. Barrow forming his own political party, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because I know the game that they are playing. Barrow cannot step aside when the 3-year comes because that will be a blow to his political father. He don't want to do that. Hussein Dabo will not encourage him to step aside when the 3-year is completed because that is a blow to him, even though he may preside as the next president for 3 months, but Hussein Dabo may not like that. Who knows? But I'm thinking Barrow will not form his own political party. Why form your own political party? Maybe because he resigned as UDP to become an independent. Maybe that's the reason. What's the reason behind that he don't want? I don't know. But what is most important here, these people are distracting the people. They are distracting us. First of all, let me get my mojo here. My mojo, I'm having a little bit cold. Let me take this moment over here. We getting news or report or whatever, word on the street. Let me congratulate GDC, Mama Kande. You are fighting, and you have been winning your case. You have been fighting and you have been winning the case. And thank you, Mama Kande and GDC in particular, for standing up for justice. Standing up for justice. GDC, thank you very much. It's the same thing that GDC is doing. GDC is challenging the system, the broken system, and they've been winning cases. Right? In democracy, that's how you do. You don't cave in. That is what UDP want people to know. Want people to believe whatever Hussein Dabo is saying is true. Brothers and sisters, we have learned, especially APRC Nkol. APRC Nkol. Momo Kanaila Katedi Adama Barola. Adama Baro. Oh, Hussein Dabo. They are all the same. Jamfato. They have Jamfa the coalition. If they have Jamfa the coalition, what makes you think they are not going to Jamfa you? What makes you think they are not going to Jamfa you? APRC go. They are having these techniques now to get APRC vote. Never. The number one enemy of APRC is UDP. UDP don't like APRC. They're only interested in power. So the only way they know now they can win the next election is to go after APRC. And once they win, you are going to be in the dump site. APRC go. GDC, stay united. Hold your political party. Don't cross carpet. Because when you cross carpet somewhere is better. UDP is not a better place. You see, within themselves, in their home, in their house, the UDP camp, there is no unity. Kunkli nafa, pansu nafa. They will use you. After they use you, they will dump you. After they use you, they will dump you. Remember that. UDP is not interested in national development. UDP is not interested in anything. UDP is only interested in Pankun Nafa, Kunklin Nafa. Kunklin Nafa, Pansun Nafa. APRC. Call your brothers, your mother, your father, anybody, always to stay away from UDP. To stay away from anything that called Barrow Youth Movement. To stay away from anything that is affiliated with Barrow. Barrow, Hussein Dabo, the same thing. The same thing. When you flip a coin, both sides, the same thing. Don't be fooled. They are not going to do Gambia no good. APRC, GDC, PDOIS, you gotta start working now. I said that before. These people are working now for the next election. For the next election. GDC, APRC, your leadership, get your house together. PDOIS, the same thing, start working on your plan. If there is a need for APRC, GDC, PDOIS to form a coalition, a unified national unity coalition. Don't give your vote to Useni Dabo or his political son, Adama Barrow. We already see in it 18 months, 1 year, 8 months. No progress. Diamo Kesembuka Banko Sambanyato Bandigo. Stand up for your children. Stand up for your children. These people are not going to do anything for the average Gambia. The poor, they are not going to do anything. They are more concerned because they don't have no economic plan. 18 months, no economic plan. The only thing we have seen so far is falsely claiming project. They are now telling Gambian people that the Lamekoto Pasamas Road is their project. They are falsely claiming project that is not their project because they don't have no project. The only project maybe they will talk about if they start it is Bohol. The only project that they may talk about if they start it is Masjid. The only project maybe the Chinese loan, they can build Bara. And Bara, you have to think, where is the labor force coming from? Is China going to bring their own Chinese people? Or China is going to transfer the technology to Gambia? You have to understand, you check on my wall, some countries, whatever deal they are doing with China, the requirement of the deal, you have to transfer technology. The transfer of technology. That is part of the agreement with many countries. Are we doing the same thing in Gambia? Whereby transfer of technology. We have skilled workers, people who are going to be able to maintain the bridge, engineers. Are we going to do the same thing? Or are we just going to add to the deficit for political gain? Think, whatever agreement we are making, we have to think the long term. What is the long-term benefit for the Gambian people? Brothers and sisters, let me see if I can find the interview with the accidental president spokeswoman about the Barrow youth movement, the implication, the benefit, who is funding this youth movement. Let's see. All right, BBC Focus on Africa. Listen carefully.
This is Focus on Africa. The Gambian President Adama Barrow has announced that 60 new mosques will be built in the country. He said this on his Meet the People tour, which he's currently undertaking. But this has raised eyebrows in the Gambia, which is a secular state governed by secular constitution. Questions have been asked about why the government should be involved in the construction of religious institutions. It's also a subject that might affect you where you are. I've been speaking with the president's spokesperson, Annie Bojang Sissoho, on this announcement. I asked her what was behind it.
He announced that there is a youth group called the Barrow Youth Movement for National Development, which is supporting his development plan. There was need for people who were requesting for mosques and gardens. He said government cannot do all of it, but the Barrow Youth Movement is also getting support that can be used to support the communities, and that was the context of the announcement.
So a lot of bricks and mortar. Who's going to be financing it?
It's through the Barrow Youth for Development that they are looking for funding with their fundraising, and that is not a government project. So I cannot go into details of who is sponsoring them and who is not. But I can say that because they have shown that they are interested in supporting the policies of the Barrow government, that is why he is giving them that information.
The Gambia is a fairly small country of a population of just over 2 million people. So does the country this size need 60 new mosques?
In every community in the Gambia. Gambia, where there are Muslims, there is going to be a mosque. The size depends on the size of the population. But whether it's a mosque house or what, as we witnessed in some of the communities, they have dilapidated mosques, and they were appealing, so they decided to give them that information. So the number of mosques depends on how many communities you have in the Gambia. And I think in almost every community in the Gambia where there are Muslim settlers who are there, even if it is a room, they will call it a mosque.
But the Gambia is a secular state. People of different
religions. Oh yes, it is.
And people of
it is a secular. Yes. I'm sure you are aware of that. Since the change of government, the government has declared that the Gambia is a secular state. It's a state for both Muslims and Christians and non-believers, because we have atheists also in the Gambia. So building the mosque or pronouncing the building of mosque has nothing to do with the state.
But you agree that people of different religious backgrounds, Muslims and Christians, voted for President Barrow, and the constitution that empowers him makes it clear it's a secular state. So for those Christians who voted for Adama Barrow, will he also be building maybe 60 churches for them?
It's not Adama Barrow as the president who is building the mosque. It is the youth group that associated themselves to supporting President Adama Barrow.
But they use his name.
Yes, that's the Barrow Youth Movement.
And they call Barrow Youth Movement, so they're using his name, presumably with his blessing.
He agreed to naming their group after him because they clearly stated that they want to support his development project, and that is why he accepted.
Can we get one thing clear then? The government is going to put money into this building, or the government is going to put no money?
No. This has nothing to do with government putting money there. It is because they associate to support the policies of the government. They do their own thing, they do their own fundraising, they do their own project initiatives, and they support development projects. If you are supporting my policies, then I would be right there to say acknowledge it, and that is what he has done.
And heard that from Annie Bojang Sissoho, spokesperson for President Adama Barrow of the Gambia. It's become a heated debate in Nigeria.
All right, you get it all. The spokesperson, Annie Bojang Sissoho, talking about community, people request that they want masjid. Who are these people? People been building masjid. They don't go to government. They don't go to Barrow Youth Movement. Masjid. Look at Gambia. Every corner. I will name the people who have built masjid in the villages all the way to the capital city. All the way to the capital city. All the way to King Fahd Masjid. All the way to the masjid that Gaddafi built in Serekunda. We know who built that. That is what we are talking about. Where is the money coming from? Don't go create an undercover, campaign wing to influence the people. People in Gambia have been building masjid. Christian, Muslims, they have been building their place of worship without government intervention. Without government intervention. Who built the Sukuta Masjid? Was not the president? Was not the government? An ordinary Gambian citizen saw the need that the people need a masjid in this community, and they stepped in. As we speak, ordinary Gambians are building masjid around the country. And this spokesperson, I understand she's doing her job as a spokesperson. You have to do the mini tafar. You have to do whatever you have to do to stay relevant. But again, you cannot twist. You cannot lie to the Gambian people. The Gambian people in the age, this time is different now. We have information, technology, and everything. You can run, but you cannot hide. You can run, but you cannot hide. Gambian people, wake up. Gambian people have to wake up and decide where the government has to spend their money. Where the government has to spend money at. And people are saying, well, it's the Saudi fund. People are saying it's the kingdom of Saudi. We have Islamic group in Gambia. Islamic group that been there, non-government organization that been there, helping communities. Why the Saudi fund, if it is Saudi fund, why the money cannot be directed to those groups? We have Arabic schools in Gambia, built by ordinary people. And guess what? They have mosque and masjid in those schools. Are they talking about building or improving the school? Go to Serekunda School, go to Bundu School, go to all the schools around the greater Bandung area and look at the conditions of those schools. Brothers and sisters, Mbadingol, democracy mumunti fonga understand. Ni manke ka fo molie Adama Barrow Kong. No, that is democracy. Matter of fact, I don't have to love Adama Barrow. Nobody is obliged to love Adama Barrow. What I am obliged here is the policy. Policy. What kind of policy is he going to implement that is going to benefit the average Gambian from the bottom up? From the bottom up. $1 where are they spending $1? Where are they spending the resources? There's a lot of problem around the country. They are not addressing it. They are not investing the money properly. That is the problem in Gambia. We are too slow to figure out, is this thing that they're telling us going to help us in the long term? The long term, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. This project, is it going to create wealth? Is it going to move? Is it going to uplift the Gambian people up? That is what we don't focus on. National development. Barrow Youth for National Development. Chai! What is, don't we have a ministry for that? Don't we have a ministry in charge for infrastructure development? What is the ministry of that department doing? Don't we have that? Gambia dingo alkana so molie mol full. Nde buka more support kanyinan fanla. I'm not going to support somebody and forget about myself. I'm not going to support somebody and forget about my neighbor. When you know the conditions in your neighborhood have not changed, it's getting worse. And you have been told you are stupid. I am going to give you masjid. And this masjid, in due respect, we all know, you go pray to the mosque, even the small mosques in the community. Sometimes people are busy. How many people be in the mosque? 2, 3 people. Why don't you build schools? Say you're going to build schools. Why don't you say you're going to invest and get one good hospital in Gambia? I'm talking about good hospital. Fully equipped, fully staffed, have the expertise. Whatever problem you have, that hospital will be able to take care of you. But guess what? In Gambia, a serious condition, what they say, we have to take you abroad. If you can afford to go to Senegal, you go to Senegal. That is what Gambia is. You don't have a good healthcare system, and you have been told, go to Royal Victoria Hospital. Go to all the hospitals. Yes, we have some good hospitals now. Bundu have something better. Bundu have a good hospital in their neighborhood. But what are we doing to improve in that hospital in Bundu Kakunda? Have they checked the condition? This president have not visited a university. This president have not visited a hospital. He was forced to visit a hospital because of Faraba. Because of Faraba. Look at the conditions. It's on my wall. Look at the conditions in Royal Victoria Hospital. And you are told we are going to build masjid. Hey, Barrow. And many of these youth in this Barrow youth movement, who are they? We need to know. Who are they? Barrow youth movement, who are they? They are nobody. 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, 100 years old. They don't have no youth. Even if they have youth, you just gonna be the one that's gonna be singing. They want you to sing. They don't want you to control the money. They don't want you to make decisions. They are not going to include the youth to make decisions. They are going to include who? The Pabi. Pabi make decision. They are making decisions. Because Barrow Youth Movement. Change the name. There is nothing youth about it. Alia 4K4 Baro Pabi movement. Baro Jalo movement. Because there is nothing youth about Baro youth movement. Change the name. Change the name. Change the name, because we have inquired. How many youths are aware of Baro youth movement? Where can you get application to be Baro youth member? You are 25 years old, you put application, they say you are underage. You have to be 60 years old. Baro youth movement, change the name, please. Change the name. I don't have problem with Baro movement. Just say Pabi movement. Baro Pabi movement. Because there's nothing youth about it. If you are talking about youth development, if you are talking about development, your focus should be on the youth. Your focus should be in the ministry that which is in charge of the youth. Your focus should be in creating jobs. How can you create jobs when you don't know how many youths don't have a job? How can you create jobs when you don't know how many youths don't have jobs? How can you create jobs when you don't know how many don't have jobs? $1,000 is $2,000 is $3,000. Even $10,000 is salary a month. Mano ye mano san. Ye bungo job $3,000 is. Ye paso bonda kono. Ye school fees bonda kono. It's not enough. $10,000 salary in Gambia is not enough. So you think about it, the policeman that who is making $2,000 is. $2,000 is. Just think about it. Because you know what $2,000 is. I know what $2,000 is. I know what $2,000 can get. And I know the cheap rent in Gambia, the cheapest rent in Gambia, only if somebody feels sorry for you. Only if somebody feels sorry for you. That could be in the Combo area, Serekunda area of $3,000. You are making $2,000. Your rent is $3,000. Do the math. It's not sustainable. That is why you see people having high blood pressure today in Gambia, not because of anything they stress. You are not making enough. Nobody is talking about your life. Nobody is passing a bill in the National Assembly. Nobody is supporting the working class. Nobody is talking about the working class except PDOIS. The rest of them, they are deaf. They are not talking about it. What can you do for the working class? The average policeman, the average nurse, the doctors, the teachers. Teachers now, they are obliged to buy bicycle because they cannot afford to pay transportation. They go and buy everybody now on bicycle in Gambia. Momo mimbe Gambia sign, policingo, bicycle olebe mol bulu sign. Because why you cannot afford transport? You are going to buy bicycle so that you can be able. Somebody will ride their bicycle. Ka bring 4 abuko. Ka bo 4 abuko for serekunda katado kola. Ka bicycle to pedal the bicycle. This is the new Gambia. This is the Gambia, and you are talking about national development, and you have not addressed and bring forward to the Gambian people what is your development plan. What are you going to tackle? How are you going to create jobs? How are you going to work with the private sectors to create jobs? How are you going to work with the university to help? Where is the need? Focus on the smartest and the brightest Gambian students in the university. Have them, as they are doing their postgraduate course in university, give them an apprentice job. They can be apprentice in the government. They can be apprentice in the private sectors. Do we have that? We don't have that. No one cares. People with bachelor's degree today are apprentices in Gambia. People with master's degree in Gambia are selling fukajai. You're talking about Barrow Youth Movement for national development, and you are not engaging the student in the university to identify the brightest of the brightest, working with the universities around the country, the technical institute. What's the purpose of having these ministers? I don't see the reason why we have ministers in Gambia, because these ministers are not doing anything in Gambia. They are just collecting salary. They are just collecting salary and collecting per DM, because no single ministry or minister department I have seen that have succeeded. Their programs have succeeded. I don't know. Let somebody help me to say this minister of works, they have done something, they have created job, this ministry have done this and that. Amantere Kenny, he can't tell official corner, they have meeting, everybody go, they drink attire in the office, attire. They have attire in the flags. Then now somebody will go, put attire and they give the minister a drink. That's all they do. Collect salary and go do per DM, workshop. You don't see the fruit of the workshop. You don't see the fruit of the workshop. Gambian people wake up. Masakunda mantele kafo dongo de kamori dongo ke masakunda liye. Last time ngafo tubabule ye nyato sodo nyadi fo ngawole karang. Tubabule ye nyato sodo nyadi fo ngawole understand. Diamo kense mbuka banko samba nyato. Minka banko samba nyato wole mdokoti. When you create job, every single Gambian that got a job, how much is that going to add to the economy? That is what we should focus on. Because every single job in the Gambia will add another $50,000 to the economy. How you say that? Ask an economist. That is why it's very important for job creation. Creating job grows the economy. You cannot grow an economy when people are unemployed. You will never grow an economy when people are unemployed. Mol mando kosodo. Banko betala nyadi. For ye doko le create. For na molia understand. Ite dingo mantre amando kosodo. Mo be na la fola ye kafo mbe jamo mbake la kunda kona. Idingo man doko sodo. Imama dingo man doko sodo. Your grandchildren imando kosodo. Ko Gambian call. Ale nyele. Ale nyele. Banko kata nyato nyadi for understand national development. What is the meaning of national development? It is very important. Is the government working for you? Or the government is working for Kunkili Nefa? Is our democracy working? In my view, it's not. Because our democracy is meaningless when the president does as he please. The president wants to do what he wants to do. No one asks questions. The president thinks he is above the law. I am, as he said in the Bolonkono, fooling the people. Now this man that nobody knows Adama Barrow before, nobody, unless you are in the real estate, accidentally you meet him somewhere. Now this man is telling Gambian people, oh, I chased the lion. I chased the lion. So everybody now, when the cat is away, the mice will play. Everybody is trying to play. Everybody wants to be big. But you are not going to be big in the mind. You are not thinking big how to help the poor people. We need system change. The youth movement and in Yai Kafo Mimbe Gambia is the problem. Gambia la problem or problem mumunti ni Yai Kafo. For now Yai Kafo ni bondijen. Yai Kafo for now bondijen. Ni Yai Kafo mambo Gambia te tala nyato. Because they are nothing but problem to the Gambia. Yai Kafo, it should be in the constitution And that constitution fana masakunda. This government kodominka diala. This $20 million so it can do the special account for the spending of the president. People have to look at that. Because that is crazy. That is the problem. If somebody give the country, if the Chinese people give Gambian people something, the president will say, I give it to you. On behalf of the nation. Gambia dingol. Walam inshallah. What is going on in this masjid, Gambia Tonya? Gambia Betembe Binna, we need more than mosque. We don't need mosque for because Aketa Naunya Jamo Be Dula Gambia, there is no shortage of Jamo. There is no shortage of mosque. There is no shortage of masjid. Serekunda alone, Serekunda Road alone, you have about 7 to 8 mosques on Serekunda. Serekunda Road or Serekunda Avenue. Bundu, how many mosques you get in Bundu? How many you get in Latrikunda? How many you get in Sukuta? How many you have in Bakote? And most villages, they have their own mosque. So what are they talking about? For people requesting mosque. Who are these people? Gambian people. Well, we have the questions Gambians are asking. How can we build masjid? This is question coming from Gambians. How can we have mosque when we don't have medicine in the school? I mean, in the hospital. When there's no medicine in the hospital. That is a fact. I was there in Gambia myself, and I did talk to some people in the health sector. Every year when I go, I talk to people, so I know people in the healthcare system and what they are talking about. I have witnessed, I have seen the conditions in this hospital, in the hospitals, whether it be Royal Victoria Hospital. Serekunda Hospital is decent, modern, and Royal Victoria should be the central hospital in Gambia, fully equipped. But you look at the conditions there, when you go over there, you will not believe. So I recommend for us as Gambians to make it our responsibility with this modern technology, taking pictures, posting it on Facebook. Be your own journalist. Everybody can be journalist today in Gambia. If you don't want to do it, you can send it to somebody that who may use that picture and make a talk out of it or bring it to the attention of the Gambian people. We can use WhatsApp today and make sure it's working. What is really annoying, when this president is talking about he doesn't care about people on Facebook, people on WhatsApp, that tells you this man's intention is becoming a dictator. This man have no respect for the Gambian people. He thinks he's above the law. And every time he opens his mouth, you can hear it. So Gambia, it is early for Gambian people to stand up. It is early for Gambian people now to pay attention. We don't have to wait for the next election. Not only on the president, we have to pay attention also on the local level, the governor, the chairmanship, all. The local level, the entire government, from the central to the local government. National Assembly, we have to pay attention to those who are working and those who are not working. Those who are working for party interest or those who are working for national interest. We have to identify them. The next election, we make sure that we have better people, make sure we have good people that who are going to work for the interest of the Gambian people. It's just a beginning. The struggle have just started. And if we give up, then they become a winner. Because that is Africa. They know how. Because people are living in abject poverty. People are struggling. It's easy to persuade people with little money. You can persuade people with $200, $300. And that is the sad part about it. But again, let's continue to talk. Let us continue to call our brothers and sisters at home. And let us push the issue. If you are in Gambia, please Everywhere you are, take pictures. If you have a mobile, a smartphone, take pictures and send it on WhatsApp. You become your own journalist. Let's make news every day, because this is not against anybody. This is not against UDP. This is not against Adama Barrow. This is not against anybody. People are talking because they want something better. They are tired of hearing blah, blah, blah. They want to see action. They want to see implementation. They want to see change in their life. That is why people are talking. And we cannot have that change when we remain silent. We just listen to them. Iba fola mantere campaign wato kono, ube mantere political wato kono. Badingol, political wato bukatambi. Political wato is continuous till the next election, time to time. No, political wato bukatambi. Momo kana folie ka for political wato manta. This government imantere tonya fola. Ibe mempe fola Gambia. Ibe pempe laje. Ele nyaele. Ali nyaele. Momo ma Adama Barrow support this coalition. Mbeye coalition support. Mbeye Adama Barrow support. But BBBB diaspora. Nobody. A lot of people are not supporting Adama Barrow. A lot of people are not supporting UDP. I know a lot of people that who are UDP. Corruption lebe Gambia. Corruption won't lebe Gambia. That is why you need system change. Come one soro. One minka tapale de yesoro. Yesoro. Tapale lebe corruption lebe Gambia. Almatonya for no why. For people, it'll fish ada moleba. It'll be fukari akono, ye la katedi mola, ye plaso sono, ye be joro sono. They are making 240,000, they are making 40,000, they are making $20,000 salary. Imantere pepe legend for corruption. Ibuka corruption ko for, ka banko regle, ka masakuna regle, ika mol full, me 10% o di la. Need, my friend, Gambian people, wake up. Molbe people are fighting each other today for political party. People are fighting each other for political party leaders. Leaders that will have. Remember, let me go to this. Hussein Dabo says, you cannot elect leaders based on morals. You cannot elect leaders based on morals. It's very deep. Think about it. And look at Gambia. From January 17 to now, everything that they are doing, they are not considering morals. Because the moral of anything, you look at society, what society needs. It is one with the conscience, someone with moral values that we think about investing in education. People, listen. Go back and listen to Hussein Dabo. You cannot elect leaders based on morals. My moral here, think about it. Because they are not. If you don't have any moral values, you don't care. Anything wreck. Anything wreck. Anything as long as you are making money. You are not going to think about the moral of that. Gambian people. Gambia is in a big problem. Let's educate the youth. Barrow youth movement is nothing to capitalize on the youth. But it's not about helping the youth. As I said before, nothing about Barrow youth movement is youth. They have the name youth, but nothing about it is youth. If you have something that you say youth, where was the youth consulted? This organization, as they say, have no affiliation with the president. They are telling you you are stupid. We know Barrow youth movement. We know Barrow youth movement. Gambian people, wake up. At what time we are going to say enough is enough? You have been insulting us for the longest. You have been taking us for granted. You have been misleading us. You have been embezzling the resources of the country. The people living in abject poverty, whether you or me or your neighbor or your family member, they are struggling. While very few people, handful of people are controlling your mind and your brain. Very few people. You dance and sing for them. You go home, you don't have money in your pocket. You dance and sing for them. You go home, you don't have tomorrow the paso. Singing the paso manterebulu. Ube ni singing the paso bebulu. We borrow. They give you $200 since you are okay. You say Alna borrow support. 140 million euros. Where is the money? 2017 to now, over 400 million euros. Where is the money, Gambian people? Why is President Barrow not going to the National Assembly to account? Why is he not going to the National Assembly? According to the Constitution, people, open your eye. Barrow is no different than any dictator that you may know. Don't be fooled. It is time for you to act. Don't wait when it's too late. It is time. And I know Gambians can do it. Because why I say Gambians can do it, you know your condition. I don't have to tell you your condition. I don't have to remind you for your condition. The condition that you're living in, you know. And you ask yourself, are you better off? You ask yourself, is this the life that you want to live? You ask yourself, is this the life you want your children to live? It's simple as that. That is what democracy is. You make comparison. What are they telling you and what are they doing? What have they been telling the Gambian people is the opposite that they're doing. That is how you make judgment. You are not committed to support somebody blindly. Kafoye nyakas, kamo support. Itela dimba man da sama soto. Ibarindingo mando kosodo. Idingo mando kosodo. Ikotoma mando kosodo. Idoma mando kosodo. Allah entire kabilo and Allah entire sate mando kosodo. Albe bataka. It's simple. Gambia is quite a small country. For one to think, for one to decide whether this country is moving to the right direction. We have seen the flood. We have seen it. We have seen the presidential convoy in the rural areas. We have seen the poto. But those, yeah, you can say, yes, we don't have the money to fix that. But you got to have a vision. You got to have a plan. How are you going to address those conditions? Do we have that? Absolutely not. You have a president now is beating his chest, telling the Gambian people he doesn't care about the people who are speaking. That is a sign of a dictator, because a leader who is telling that he doesn't care about the critics is a leader that is slowly becoming a dictator. Badingol, Wato Sita, the rest of African countries are developing. A lot of African countries are ahead of Gambia. Even our next neighbor or sister country, Cape Verde, are moving forward. But Gambia is not moving forward. If Gambia is not moving forward, what are we going to do? We should be the judges. You should be the judge, because you're the one that gave President Barrow a job to govern the country. And you decide. You decide. Don't decide based on politics or party. Decide on the fact around your neighborhood. Your children have a job, the youth in your neighborhood have a job. That is how you make a judgment. That is my question to everybody that who is telling me Alna Barrow support. That is my argument. You tell me, give me one reason. Just give me one reason. I'm not asking you give me 10 reasons. I'm not asking you give me million reasons. I'm telling you give me one reason why Gambians should support Barrow. when Barrow has been fooling the Gambian people, when Barrow has been misleading the Gambian people, when Barrow has been doing projects for himself, Manka Makunda is one. Barrow thinks he's not accountable to the people. Barrow becoming pompous, cocky. Gambian people, it is time for us to wake up. I will say I don't care. I am not going to support no leader that will mess up my children's future. I'm not going to love Barrow more than myself. I am not going to love Barrow more than my neighbor. Because Barrow will not come to my house when I have problem. It's my neighbor. So I am going to stand up for my neighbor. I am going to stand up for my nephew. That is what is more important. Because my neighbor is my neighbor. I know their condition. That is what I am talking about. Barrow don't like it. Barrow can go back to the private sector, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the people who are telling people, oh, patriotism, patriotism, you have to support. How can you support accidental president? How can you support somebody that is not going to take you nowhere? Give me a break. I am not going to support somebody because they say it's president. President, you want me to support you? You have to convince me that you are doing something. I supported the idea that brought you to power. I supported it. I spent money, just like many Gambians that who supported you. And now those Gambians are speaking that they have regret. Gambians should nimisata back. Gambians regret this accidental president to become. How in the hell did anybody, I don't know, man. Sometimes when I think, I say, how come? How come? The man, when he opens his mouth anytime, he will make you cry. It's not going to make you happy. He will make you cry. Any question you ask him, he will make you cry. He will not motivate you. He will not inspire. The guy is not inspiring. A leader should be able to inspire people. If you cannot inspire people, you should quit. Hussein Dabo cannot inspire people. And he have never inspired people. So they don't have the leadership. A leader should be able to inspire people. A leader should be able to have a vision and be able to articulate that vision, sell the vision to the people, not hiding in the corner. You are hiding, that means you don't have no plan. You are using Barrow Youth Movement to execute your plan. What is the purpose of a presidency then? What is your purpose? To collect salary? And go look at the corn, go buy corn in the market? That is, it's ridiculous. Gambian people are fighting each other, and those individuals who are fighting each other are living in the condition that they are struggling. Whether in diaspora, whether in Gambia, we are all struggling. As a result of what? Why people are struggling? Because you live in diaspora, you are taking care of your family members. You live in diaspora, you are doing the things for your neighbors. You are helping people. You're doing what you can. But when we have a better government and a good economy, that is good for everybody. That is what we are talking about. Don't tell me support Barrow. Barrow people are telling Barrow what they need to do to invest in agriculture. Are they investing in agriculture? Yeah, they're going to go buy tractors. They say, let's give tractors. What is your plan? How are you going to revive the agricultural sector? What kind of job are you going to create in the agricultural sector? Let's focus, man. This is not about Kafo. Hey, Iteman, Barrow, you don't love Barrow. I don't want to love Barrow. Barrow don't put food on my table. Nobody asked Barrow to become president. He decided to be president. That's on him. And he's going to be subjected to scrutiny. And there will be no commission of inquiry next time. Next time, Kafo, oh no, I want to go to Senegal. No. There will be no Senegal. They immediately commission of inquiry, next commission of inquiry is going to be different. Don't take it for granted. There's a lot of corruption going on right now, Gambian people. A lot of corruption. Kodo minyanta duna alam loktano kono ibakan kachep kadundi padiem. Ila tamo siata bake kakodo tinya doro kabanko la kodo tinya sign in a legal way. Padiem. Padiem albuka do koke. Albuka dokoke. Alnga tonya for why? Alnga tonya for. This guy is not competent to be a president. This guy is not capable of taking Gambia to where Gambia was supposed to be. Alnga tonya for why? Alnga tonya for. Ni Gambia ni batamin be Gambia sai. Abe jumaleka. Abe Gambia ding. The ordinary people are suffering. But all family, where they are living good. The ministers, their family are living good. Who gave them the job? Atele doko di Allah. Ila kafo iye banko doko. Atebe batakono. Ani bi monya mayele. Mol nya mayele. Ni yai kafol. Ikani yai kafol create kata mol full. Gambia dingo, be careful with this yai kafo. Yai kafo ni yaje dula. Corruption olo. Yai kafo mantere pempe like corruption. Corruption. Let me tell you how they yai kafo. How they do yai kafo. I am the president. I create my own yai kafo. I will look at somebody that we call influential. Somebody that who is influential in a district, in a neighborhood. I will invite that individual to my office. I will try to persuade them if they are not in my political party. And more likely in Africa, those individuals are giving money. That's the only way you get them. African people show them money, you get them. Now that individual become the mouthpiece in the community. They are not going to get a young guy. They are going to get Pabi and Musukeba. Because we have a culture, Alna Keba Bunya. We have a culture, Ale Keba Lamwe. That is our culture. So that is the tactics. That is why it works very well. The Yai Kafo, the people who are leading this group, they are nobody over 50 years old. Why is that? The Gambian culture don't always listen to the older. Always listen to the elder people. Whatever they are telling you, listen to them and do what they ask you to do. That is the culture. That is how they use this Yai Kafo kamol full ni neighborhood kono satel kono banko kono. Yai Kafo, say no to Yai Kafo. Anybody who is coming to your neighborhood, Allah sate kono al kalo lomba, al mamo lomba, they are telling you to vote for somebody. They are endorsing somebody. It's fine. But you do your own independent thinking. What is these people gaining behind the closed doors? You don't know. That is the difference. Yai Kafo. Yai Kafo. Say no to Yai Kafo. Baro Youth Movement is nothing but another Yai Kafo to fool the people. For how many years? Yai Kafo ni Yai Kafo ka banko samba nyato. Gambia has become the most richest country in Africa. Ni banko ni kafo si pasarobe banko samba la nyato. Africa will be the richest continent in the world. So let's identify the problems that have slowed down our progress. The problem that have slowed our progress. Nothing but clan-based politics. Clan-based politics. Ka plaso chika ya di ila nebola ka plaso ta ya ding ibari dingola. That have slowed down our progress. What have slowed down our progress? Corruption. Bankola koro ya bankola koro ke kunklin nafa koro. That have slowed down because Gambia is over $4 to $5 billion. I swear, if they check it out, they trace it out, that is going to waste. Billions of dollars that wasted. Okoro kata mola jifokono. Koro minyan katala ka doko create ka shilo dara. Okoro kata mindo akadu mola jifokono. Why Gambia shilo ninte lafta ka shilo dara. For Molie Gambia don't kodola. Why Gambia buka kodo soto ifanye ila banko kono ka ila silo dada because kodo min nyanta nka kodo min soto na nam kodo wale nyanta silo dada. Let me close with this. Until jang na namu kodo, you have different tax base, income tax, property tax, business tax, whatever it is. I will spell it out how ila programo kenyami na jang ila bangu kanyato. Iba for la property tax ila kodra la taxo ila kodra la namo jang o namo kodo ika ole taka school that goes to education. That namo kata education. Nani moto nka namo minjo akata shiro development of the road. Development of the road. So namo katre nyadi the management, the collecting of revenue. How are you going to manage what goes here, what goes there? Abuka kede minka ke akata mito akata mola jifo kono. For banko dingoli all understand. Gambia is not poor. The problem in Gambia, we have poor leaders. That is the problem. We have unqualified people. People that who are on the helm of the nation. People that who are in critical position. People that who are not thinking. Every day when they go to work and say, what kind of plan? Innovative. Somebody that who are creative and innovative. We don't elect those people. We don't give those people position to lead the country. And the country cannot develop when you don't have great thinkers and visionaries. People that who are thinking outside the box. People that who are thinking tomorrow, how can they be able to make this neighborhood better? They are not thinking. Because their purpose is to go make money. Once they make money, when time the people get frustrated, they will come and spend $1,000 in this neighborhood. Everybody's happy. That time they already have chopped 1 million. They give you 1,000, they chop 1 million. And you are happy. As I said, tubabol kata nyadi, nite tata bidiko kononi. About this, nite nisang, nga nisang $4, nga taxo jo, ala taxo mumunti, 27 cents. Nga ole jo taxo la, iba for la sales tax. Sales tax. Tubabol ila kodo, ika min collect namola, because masakunda ka balo nyadi, for nga ole understand. Masakunda nyanta balula nyadi fo nga understand how government survive. The government survive based on tax revenues. Tax revenues. Ika o tax o ila namo kodo ika o leta ka masakunda molmimbe dokola masakunda kaijo. That is how you paid it. But until Gambia, every year, everybody with us, Baro is going to build highway. Where the money coming from? Somebody is giving money. It's adding to the deficit. Any small road, 1 kilometer, these people will go get loan to make 1 kilometer. How come it about for it be developer anything that il after ka fempenke banko kono for ye loan also? Anything it after ka fempenke do banko kono for ye for peaceability. Gambian people, we have to think. Bangkok Katanyadi, KMC is a typical example. KMC is a multi-billion municipality. Multi-billion. If managed properly, KMC can create a lot of jobs. That include Brikama. These are the two municipalities in the greater Banjul area that, if managed properly, can create a lot of jobs. And these two municipalities, with proper management and good leaders, Gambia will be a better place because they have the capacity. But what is missing? Campaign rhetoric, but how many people knows what is going on within there? You look at municipality itself, there is no development. There is no plan. There's a lot of work that needs to be done between Westfield all the way to Just One. In the infrastructure, including the municipalities and including upgrading the court system. What are they doing? They are not doing anything. You have to have visionaries. Visionaries. You listen to Sidi Ajata, you listen to Halifa Sallah, you listen to Swaibo Toure, you listen to Honorable Usmani Silla, and other people that I have listened to. Listen to them, and you go look at, do some research how countries are developed, and you make some comparison. You make some comparison. You will never hear Hussein Dabo talking about poverty reduction. Hussein Dabo is not talking about poverty reduction. Adama Barrow is not talking about poverty reduction. How can you tackle the poverty in the nation when you are not creating jobs? They are not talking about it. They are talking about Barrow Youth Movement. What is Barrow Youth Movement going to do for the people? Is he going to create jobs? 1,000 jobs, 2,000 jobs, 3,000 jobs, 4,000 jobs, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000? They are not talking about it. Why they are not talking about it? They are doing something that is only there to secure their ambition, not the issue or the problem of the country. Transportation issues, we have that. You go, you look at the public transportation, look at their centers in Kanifi, go there, there is no upgrade, no modernization. They are making money, but where is the money going to? The public transport sector under the government, what are they doing to invest? You go to Soma, the center of Soma, where the stop is at, they are not investing to modernize the area, to make it competitive. My brothers and sisters, you don't have to be a rocket science. You don't have to be a rocket scientist for you to know that these people, they don't supposed to be in a leadership position because they are not thinking. Go to the Serekunda bus stop in Banjul. Go look at the condition. The smell in that area has been there since 1965. Why don't we have and say the Banjul, the mayor in Banjul, what is her plan? Number one, if I was a mayor, that Banjul, that Serekunda garage should be addressed. To have a decent garage, organized, modernized, with sitting area, facility, comfortable, Wi-Fi, everything. No, the people get off work. These are simple things that we need to fix. I saw a woman in the month of Ramadan in Bundu. A woman was knocked off her feet because people were rushing to get in the car to go home in the evening before Maghrib. That happened across the country in Banjul, same thing. I saw it with my own eyes. I was standing there. So we are not organized, we are not thinking. Banjul garage has been like that. You go to Brikama, I went to Brikama and I observe, I look, I walk around the whole garage. Very huge and have a potential. It has a lot of potential. Brikama garage have a lot of potential. If organized with a good leadership, somebody who is thinking, creative. Brikama has a potential. The garage alone in Brikama has a potential. Are they thinking? Go to the Brikama Area Council, look at the department, look at the facility. No development. Look at their office. Go to the offices and look. So these are individuals who cannot even manage their office. These are the individuals that are managing the affairs of the country. So we have to think. For you to fix somebody in your neighborhood, you have to fix your own home, your house, you have to fix it. For you to be a good leader, whatever office that they gave you, take care of the office. Be a leader in the office. So when people come to your office, they can be impressive. You cannot go to any of these offices in Gambia and feel impressive. That is what we are talking about, system change. I will go down the list and list of things that I have observed. I make it my own business to observe these things on all the departments. In the school areas, University of Gambia, GTGI, the Brikama College. Observe it. What? Are we doing something? How are we going to move forward? There's no sign of moving forward because everything is backward. No one is thinking moving forward. Stagnated. Just make money. Don't think. Even when you are thinking, there is no support. Gambia Dingol, let's think. The government is not doing anything. I told people, there's a lot of potential. The government have to take the front seat. The government have to be on the front to address the issue. As I told you before, Soma is another strategic area. The car park in Soma, for how many years have been the same condition? There is no decent waiting areas for customers. You have to get out the garage and go outside and get your food. It's not organized, no nothing. There's a lot of potential in Soma, as well as Basse, because all the bus stop, they are making money. They are not investing. They are not building modern facilities to accommodate their customer. They are not customer oriented. They are just chasing money. And we the people, we are not looking at service. I said the service. I'm looking for service. I'm used to it now. You don't have a good service, I don't do business with you. As I said before, Batima is one example that I say, wow, good. Gambia is moving. The model of Batima. Everybody say Batima is expensive, but when you go to Batima, you are welcome. The staff are very professional. They say hello to you. That is the Gambia. That is how we should move Gambia. You go to the Trust Bank, the same thing. They too are doing a good job. But how many Gambian people are paying attention to these little things that we should encourage in our country? This should be a model of development. Building our institution. The private sector is started doing it now, but the government is very slow in doing that. You go to the court system, you cannot get anything. If they don't tell you Quran Amul, they will tell you my computer is not working. That is what we are talking about, system change. System change is very deep, and we should continue addressing system change. System change is required. As we speak right now, anything that I may need right now, I don't need a computer. Here, I can get this right here. I go online, any documentation that I may need, I pull it up here. I get a little printer in my car. I will print it out. If I need my driver's license, I don't need to go to the office. I will be here on my phone, just a phone, not a tablet. I will go on my phone and do it. And guess what? Next week, it will come to my mail. It will come to my house. I don't have to go nowhere. I do everything on my phone here. I pay my bill on my phone. Everything that I pay, my cell phone bill, everything, I do it on my phone. My bank account, everything, basically everything. Modernization, innovation. Gambia, we are moving forward now. Where now you can get your NAWEC, that's technology. So we have to encourage that. But how can we encourage that? The government have to be in the front to promote the idea, to invest in it. There's a lot of Gambians that I know that know they are very good in IT. They are very good in software development. Why is this government not approaching those Gambians, identifying those youths, and tell them to develop a software for the Ministry of Education? Why is not that? Why are they not approaching this youth to encourage them to develop a software for the Minister of Justice, for the court system? Why are they not doing that? We already have a system, the Gambia Revenue, they have their own software. So why don't we nationalize that? Whereby you are in Basse, you don't have to come to what they call to Banjul to get passport. You don't have to. One stop, you get everything. And that creates jobs. Why don't we create a different department that's going to be in charge of vehicles? Why don't we have a department that we call the Gambian Department of Transportation that's going to be responsible of building roads, maintaining the maintenance of roads? We don't have that. That is why we have potholes. We make roads, we don't maintain them. We have potholes. Are we thinking? We are not thinking. How government operates is not only rhetoric, going around telling people what they want to hear. Is what you do on the ground, the signs that you have on the ground for development. This is my car. If I want to sell this car to someone, we don't have to go to the police. In Gambia, you have to go to police, make documentation, sign everything. Right? Over here, I want to sell this car. I make my papers. I give to the individual, transfer. If the individual have some concern, they can go use their mobile and check my car. If this car has been in accident or this car is in a good condition. Technology. We are behind. That is how you create job. You look at areas where it is very important to make life more efficient to operate. I give you an example. This year, I order some from Gambia. Somebody that want this. They gave me money. I order some for them in Gambia, and my wife used the Gambian post office to send it to me. Wallahi, up to this date, I never received it. Somebody took it. That is our problem. If you send something from here and post it, you get to Gambia post office, missing in action. It's missing in action. That is our problem. Corruption has become norm. That is our problem. We can create job in the post office. But what happened? The post office is dead. In Africa, post office is dead. My business here, I can look in my account, here in my account, customer order. I can sit down here and do all the requests and mail it from my house or from my office. I don't have to go nowhere. And the shipping company will come pick it up. If I want them to come pick it up, I will put that in the comment sector. They will come pick it up. And guess what? It creating job because people are shipping stuff. People are mailing stuff. People are mailing. If my family is in Senegal, I don't want to go to Senegal. I don't want them to come and get it. Why can I not use the post office and post it to them? Because our government are not thinking. The post office is dead. They can create job in the postal sector if across West Africa they work together and revive the post office. A little picture, passport picture. Passport picture. I send it to Gambia. If I want to send it to Gambia, it will cost me $100. Or if somebody wants to send a passport picture from Gambia, it will cost $4,000. $4,000. I will get it. DHL is guaranteed I will get it. But if I use the post office, Gambia post office, it will take 3 months, 4 months from Gambia to America. 4 months, 5 months. If it's a good item, it disappear. Disappear. But then rich, somebody gave me money to buy him some in Gambia. My wife put it in the post office. Now, how many? It's missing. I will not get it no more. It's missing in Gambia, not here. It's missing in Gambia. That is what we are talking about, system change. When you change the system and build your institution, we can create job in the postal service. I want to send somebody, I want to send something for somebody in Basse, I am in Banjul, I can do it. Use the post office and do it. That is creating job. But we have a post office in Banjul, people go to work. What are they doing in the post office? We don't know. The government is not reviving the post office. We have post office in Cardiff. What are they doing there? How many people knows post office? Let me post something to Basse. Let me post something to the village. They are not investing. In key areas that we create jobs, it's all about innovation and being creative. Our people are not being creative. They are not being great thinkers and look at the things that we can invest in and make money. We are not doing that. Our women in the garden, they are producing a lot of stuff in the gardens. Are we building a special place for them that we call the farmers market? Are we building a special place for them to encourage them, to help them so they can add value to their produce? We are not doing it. The women are on their own in their gardens. They get their fruit, they take the plazas and put it on the plate, they go to the market and hustle. That should not be. We should be able to have a system in Gambia where people are going to the garden and buy the produce from the woman and bring it to the market or take it to the supermarket. We are not changing. What is the science that we are not changing? Just go to the government institution. Look at the way they operate. Look at the way they function. That will tell you that Gambia is not on the right path, that Gambia have a long way to go in terms of innovation, in terms of technology, because when you don't innovate and don't be creative, you cannot change the dynamics of your economy. You cannot change the conditions of life, because the only condition that change in Gambia right now are the few people who call themselves leaders, who are living in a flamboyant life. But nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. We changed from Yaya Jammeh to Adama Barrow. And some people are saying from the frying pan to the fire. Gambians in diaspora, assalamu alaikum, thank you for being with me. I'm not feeling good today. That is why I'm not so excited here. You know, I'm going from here, I'm going to the pharmacy. Again, let me close this. I'm not feeling good. You know, I call the pharmacy, they get my medicine there, my medicine is ready. When my medicine is ready, earlier you hear my phone was ringing, they was calling me to come pick up my medicine, it's ready. And we go to the pharmacy, my medicine is ready, it's available. It's available. 24/7 services. If I don't want to go there, I have an option, they can mail it to me. If I accepted for them to mail it to me, I will have get it by now. One day, less than an hour, I will get it. You know? So, technology is there. Government don't have to wait to say you gotta wait for investors. As I said before, the government have to put the plans, have to make the conditions friendly. Invest in the road, in the internal road. I'm not talking about building bridge. I'm not talking about building bridge. In my opinion, building the Barra Bridge is too early. If we have the money or you have partners that are going to fund, we should be building the interior of the greater Banjul area. That nowhere in the greater Banjul area should have poto-poto. Should have poto-poto, period. Because when you modernize the greater Banjul area, you have good roads. Every corner in the greater Banjul area have good roads. You have more taxis. The people that are doing taxis are going to make money. The more taxi you have, the more revenue the government collects. And the more revenue you collect, you are able to finance your own roads. But we are paying taxes on your car, they are not making roads. Every time they want to make roads, they will go ask feasibility. So what happened to your tax money? What happened to your tax money? So that's our problem. This state, this place that I am living here, we have good governance here. I said that before. Very good. Right now, our deficit, we have a surplus. We don't have deficit. In other words, we have extra money. We are not in debt. We have extra money to spend. Right? So these are the things. Bring the expert. Look out for the Gambian youth in the university. Encourage them. Encourage the youth. Bring them as apprentices in the bank. Whatever field that they are in. Before they graduate, let us have that system and culture where they start working as apprentices, if they are managers, whatever, in the government or the private sectors. By the time they graduate, they already have experience in the field. Let us be creative. Our transportation sector, I was in the transportation sector. I cut it off. I buy my van, I'm not making money. The driver every day chopping my money, I'm not making money. Taxi, the same thing. You're not making money. Everyday problem, everyday problem. You're trying to do something, people are not going to work with you. That is our problem. We have to change our thinking. We have to change our thinking. There's a lot of Gambia that want to do a lot of things in Gambia, but who you trust? There's no trust. You don't trust the government, you don't trust the people. So for Gambia dingol not buy no change, not telling. I'm not telling. Niya je Côte d'Ivoire Qatar. Gambia ni Côte d'Ivoire Tema, what's the difference? The system, the model is different. You have a van in Côte d'Ivoire, you can make $100 every day. Ila commercial vano. Gambia how much? $20. $1,000 is they give you $1,000 is every day. And you spend $10,000 to buy a van. That van can only work 6 months. Ciao. They mess up your car. To anga ko jube masakunda nyanta minkala fonga masakunda force yoke. Masakunda ni masakunda laftaka double create. I am telling you this. If Adama Barrow is interested in developing Gambia, simple economics. I'm giving him simple economics. Simple. One, Serekunda Banjul, Serekunda Brikama, that is one of the biggest, I will say, revenue. You make a lot of money, Serekunda Banjul, Serekunda Banjul, Serekunda Banjul, Serekunda Brikama, Serekunda Costa Road. All this. The roads are terrible. The traffic is terrible. There is no bypass. You can bypass Serekunda, Westfield, and go to Brikama. When you don't address that, you cannot create jobs. Because the private sector, I cannot buy van if I'm only going to make $1,000 on my van. I want to make $2,000. I want to make $3,000. How are you going to make that? I gotta have road, good traffic. The interior of the greater Banjul area can create by itself 50 to 100,000 jobs if the roads are addressed. If you address the road. Because now you can have taxis everywhere. Because taxi can go everywhere. Taxi people will not tell you Shilo man better. But ni Shilo better you can town triple soto dula. Because taxi kata dula. And that is a job you have created. That is a sector, the transportation sector, that is capable of creating 100,000 jobs. But how you do that? You have to invest in the interior. You go build $1 billion bridge, $1 billion bridge. Oh, it's not going to create 100,000 jobs, Mr. President. You have to sit down with economists. What I am telling you, sit down with economists and look at what is needed. Something that will create 100,000 jobs. I am telling you, address the interior of the greater Banjul area. Address that. When you address that, I am telling you, you will create 100,000 jobs. The private sector will create 100,000 jobs. Don't take my word for it. Go to Côte d'Ivoire and look at Côte d'Ivoire model. The ordinary taxi is making almost $3,000 every day. Ordinary taxi in Côte d'Ivoire. Gambia taxi $500. What is $500? $10. You buy your car for $10,000 and you go over there, you're only making $500. Why is that? Because taxi driver, hey, I'm not going over there. The road is not good. They are losing money. Every time a taxi driver say, I'm not going over there, the taxi driver is losing money, the owner is losing money. So you cannot create wealth. That is what we are talking about. Gambia diaspora, you can come home. Hey, Nintebetala Gambia side, I've been there since 2000. How many vans? Van. You don't make no money because Silo man bet here. Alias Silo data in the interior. Alias Silo data in the interior. Every corner in Serekunda, Banjul, all the way to Brikama, all areas should be guaranteed Silo bet here. Silo bet here, you can create job. That is the fastest way. The second way, fishery. You don't want to invest, Mr. President. Iba for la jamo. Ojamo kodo. Ni odundi kulungo kono. If you invest ojamo kodo, kulungo kono, kata fishery, you can create over 10,000 jobs. Talk to your economists. I don't know who is advising Barrow Youth Movement. That's what happened when you have PAB movement, you call it Barrow Youth Movement. That's what happened. The decision that they are making is outdated. Outdated. People don't listen to Yai Kafo no more. Molbuka Yai Kafo Lamo is saying because he tell a Gambia Kenya. Barrow Youth Movement manke pempenti nia manke Yai Kafo. Gambia Dingo don't listen to Barrow Youth Movement. Barrow is telling Gambian people he's not going to listen to people who talk on WhatsApp. You know how many Gambians on WhatsApp, on Facebook, that know economists? You know how many Gambians on Facebook, WhatsApp, that have master's degree in business management? You are being condescending to Gambian people. Well, we gotta think, if you live in diaspora, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to the store, you pay sales tax. Everything that you buy, you pay tax. That is how they develop their country, tax base. Nobody's chopping the money. The money goes straight to where it's supposed to go. It doesn't go into individuals' hand. That is how you develop. The reason why we don't develop, na kodo masakunda kodo kata kunkili nafa. Na masakunda kodo molka bondi kake ila fansung hajo. Instead of bankola hajo, that is the problem why we are not developing. That is why Gambia need a system change. Mashallah, let's think about it. No country can ever move forward when you have a broken system, and Gambia have a broken system. Till Gambia address the broken system, Gambia will never move forward. No matter what you are told, if your system continues to be the same way it is today, Gambia will never move forward. Because the system, this broken system, is the reason why Gambia is underdeveloped. Nothing else. Don't look further. I already have highlighted corruption, the amount of money they waste in government. The waste in government is the problem. So identify the waste. Once you identify the waste, you find a way how to stop the waste. Yes, corruption, you cannot stop corruption. But once you are able to address the issue, you are able to make sure that the law applies, the rules of law applies, people will start working. And the more revenue the government gets, as I said, Kanifi Municipal Council, there's a lot of things that they can do right now in certain projects in partnership with Banjul, in partnership with Brikama. These three municipalities, if they work together, they have a clear vision, a clear plan. In the transportation sector alone, between the three municipalities, with good plan, they can be able to invest in the areas that may create job. Not may create job, will create job. Because there's a lot of Gambians who have gave up in the transportation which can create jobs, because we don't have a proper plan. We don't have better roads. People want to buy taxi for their brothers. But how can you buy taxi for your brother when there's no road to make money? Because every time you get a customer, that customer is going in a neighborhood that don't have a good road. So you will not go there because you may more likely mess up your car. So yes, that is what we are talking about in Badingol. We have to stop the leakages in government, tax revenue. We gotta find a way how to properly manage it. As I said last time, somebody went and paid tax. He gave $7,000. $5,000 was on his receipt. So somebody put the $2,000 in their pocket. So that is our problem. Badingo, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Let's think about moving Gambia forward. What can we do? This president, of course, I don't have no faith in Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow is not going to do Gambia no good other than sending Gambia back 50 years back, because they don't have no problem with funding right now. They have a lot of money, but they are not investing the money the way it's supposed to be invested to benefit the average Gambian from the bottom up. Invest in agriculture, they are not doing that. They are just talking, and that is not sustainable. It's not going to create jobs. So let's think. What is economic development plan? What sector are they talking about? Let's ask ourselves the question: Masjid, Bohol, is it going to create job, or is it for campaign purpose, or is it to get vote, or is the masjid going to be used as a platform, or is the masjid going to be used as a political playground for Adama Barrow? On that note, we tell you, take care, spread the message. I'm not feeling good today. I'm not excited today because I'm having a little bit cold, but alhamdulillah. Thank you all for being with me. God bless you. Kanwari Siri Marumu Badingol Ibedulaudula. Next time I will be talking about Hamad Ba. Next time we're going to be talking about Hamad Ba. Maybe next week I will be a little bit better. I will put some comedian in that, some comic. Today I'm not feeling really good to be that funny. You know, the way I want to do it. But next week, inshallah, we're going to be talking about Hamad Ba, his speech in Bansan, I believe. We are going to talk about that. May God bless you all. May God bless you all. Let's continue the struggle, because when Gambia becomes Dubai, we all benefit. When Gambia is poor, we all suffer. So that is why we are all doing what we are doing the same way. You guys are sitting here with me. We listen to each other. Let's translate that into reality by coming together on the ground, encourage unity on the ground. Let our people understand that when Gambia develops, we all benefit, and let them make the right choice. The right choice to vote for the right people and choose the right people. For my APRC people, I am telling you again, GDC, APRC, don't let these people convince you. Don't let these people get your vote. If you want to make any alliance with any political party in Gambia, I suggest GDC, APRC, come to the table with PDOIS. You have a discussion to form a good coalition, a better coalition that will move Gambia better, move Gambia to the direction that we all want to go. And I say to you all, say no to yellow fever, because yellow fever is killing the Gambian people. Again, thank you all for being with us. Let's think together. APRC, again, I'm begging you, APRC, inshallah. Again, let me say happy July 22nd to all my APRC followers, people who are following me. Thank you very much. But again, APRC, please don't make no alliance with UDP. APRC, please say no to yellow fever. GDC, say no to yellow fever. Let's come together. Let's come together, APRC, GDC, and PDOIS, and have a better coalition in the future, the better good coalition. A government for the people and by the people. Together, GDC, APRC, PDOIS. I am looking forward for that. The only way forward is with APRC, GDC, and PDOIS. However, we are going to make that, it's going to be a better coalition for the people, coalition that is going to serve the interests of the people. And we are going to move Gambia forward. Mama Kande, if you are listening, I will be calling people that I know that are close to Mama Kande to think about it. Baba Kari Tombo Jata, by APRC people, I see you following me. Please call your leader. Call your leader, APRC Gold. APRC Gold, please call your leader. Let's form a better coalition and say no to yellow fever, because yellow fever will kill you. Yellow fever will turn to malaria, and we don't have no medicine in Gambia to cure yellow fever and to cure malaria. You don't want no malaria. On that note, I am telling you, my APRC brothers, please, 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 never, 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 never give your vote to do it. I mean to UDP. Never. Never, never. Let's unite. GDC. Yep.